a little bit earlier than anticipated. So in lieu of that, our team have put together an amazing replacement Dash with their Chef Series 1400 watt digital blender. This defies all the odds. We're gonna compare this to that $400 blender, that $500 blender. We're gonna compare the power, we're gonna compare the warranties. This is a 7-year warranty. We're gonna do cool stuff, we're gonna do nut butters, we're gonna do soups, we're gonna make smoothies, and we're gonna do it at a price that everybody can afford for a grade A, good, better, best brand name blender.
Huge customer pick.
World famous at this stage.
I've never sold it at this price. I will tell you, it was always $179.
Always.
Yep, even more or more. But it's Cinco de Mayo, so we have to do our margarita.
Yay!
We have 17 minutes left of Cinco de Mayo, so you get a margarita. But what I love about this machine is the power. So we'll talk a lot about power over the next 17 minutes. It's 1,400 watts, 2¼ horsepower. That's more power than that V blender, the $500–600 one.
I know the one.
Yeah, so that one has a 7-year warranty. Guess what we give? 7 years.
Right.
7-year warranty on a blender. Same, except ours is not $500 and ours has more power.
Right.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our margarita. You can see we've got some mango, so we'll do a mango margarita.
Lovely.
We've got a little tequila. We sweetened it with some agave. You could do your own, whatever sweetener is your favorite. And then what I always like to point out is the kind of ice we're using.
Okay.
This is the kind of ice that comes out of your freezer, the consumer freezer. It's really difficult to blend. In fact, this is the kind of ice that blends out most blenders that are $100 or below.
Right.
It's the kind of ice bars don't even use.
Yes.
Have you ever been to a bar and seen them using this kind of ice? They don't. They use the fluffy ice. It's easier on a blender.
Of course it is.
But you don't have that at home. You don't have that, you know, really easy to blend fluffy ice.
We're going hardcore.
So normally you would be worried, you know, if you bought a $100 blender, you probably replace it every year, maybe every 18 months or so. You're not going, if we're giving you a 7-year warranty, we're quite certain you're not gonna replace this for at least 7 years, right? What I love about this is that it is completely customizable and it has all the presets. I don't have to stand here and babysit or toggle, which is important to me. So I'm gonna choose frozen, because I'm doing a frozen drink. And then I'm gonna hit the start button and we're gonna walk away from it and you're gonna see it pulsing up and down on its own. We're not touching it.
It's a smart blender. It begins.
So that pulsed on its own.
Right.
No, I'm not touching that.
You're not manually doing it.
Other blenders in the market that cost several $100s expect you to stand there and toggle. Okay, I need to go up in power, down in power, up and it's like, they're built for the chef.
Yes.
Not all of us have that chef's, you know, coat. We don't all have that degree. We don't know when it needs to go up and down in power. So when you select one of those pre-programs like the frozen or the smoothie or the soup, it knows. So you can simply walk away and then serve your guests a beautiful margarita.
Oh, nearly.
You gotta take the lid back.
We've had one already, clearly.
Guys,
I just want to say real fast, because I'm conscious of really getting across all the housekeeping notes today. This was a replacement. It's a $400 blender.
Worth every penny of that.
7-year warranty, 1,400 watts.
Look at that margarita.
Digital, smart. We're down to $169, but here's the caveat. The free shipping and the maximum flex pay, which is 6 flex pay.
It's going away.
They did it just for this show because we sold out of the Today's Special Traeger grill. It all ends in 12 minutes and 30 seconds. If you've been wanting a blender and you wanted a really high-end one, like a $400 blender, this is a $400 blender that we have at $169, 6 flex and free shipping. It ends in 11 minutes and 55 seconds. So no stress, because we've still got plenty of time and we've got a whole load of demonstrations to show you, but they are strict on the pricing and the flex. It does go away at midnight. Can I just quickly do one thing? Just so everybody can choose what color they want. And if you wouldn't mind helping me out, my love, because this was, again, a last-minute thing. Sorry. Do we have classic black over here?
Yes.
Matte black.
Matte black.
What's this one?
Is this champagne?
I believe this is champagne. Okay, so matte black.
He asked me, can I help him? And I said, yes. Sure.
Good guess. Champagne. This one is going to be our lime green.
Lime green.
Okay. This one.
Ooh, I know. White.
Yes, correct answer. This one, this is the red. And then over here, champagne again,
black.
matte black.
And then rose gold.
Don't be mad.
It's
Don't be
so
mad.
Gorgeous.
There's only 100 in rose gold.
You gotta grab those. They're beautiful.
So
think of a wedding gift.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Bridal shower gift, Mother's Day gift. I mean, the rose gold is gorgeous. So one of the things that those higher end blenders can do that everybody touts is they can do the hot foods.
Sure.
Ours does hot foods as well. 2¼ horsepower, we don't need a heating element, okay? It actually heats your food to 180 degrees based on friction.
Okay.
2¼ horsepower, ironically, is more horsepower than my push lawnmower in my garage. A lot of horsepower in a little blender, which I really like. So we have a preset and it's called soup. So whenever you're doing soup, you're just gonna select soup. You can see in here I have whole carrots. These are not softened or roasted or pressure cooked.
Okay.
Whole raw carrots, whole raw tomatoes. You could add like some spices or any vegetable of your choosing. And we're gonna make a fresh vegetable soup.
Sounds lovely.
When's the last time you did that? Maybe the last time you went to a 5-star restaurant and you had their soup and you went, what is different? Guess what? Their soup does not come out of a can.
Right.
They're making it fresh and you can too. It's so simple. Then right next door, we're gonna do a beautiful fondue. So you're gonna choose a soup selection. Obviously you want it to melt. But this is gonna pulse on its own. It's gonna go up and down in power on its own. It's gonna stop and start on its own. I don't have to do anything except know, okay, I'm cooking soup.
Yeah.
Hit the button. We're actually gonna roll these away. And then we're gonna come back to these in about 5 minutes.
Price goes back to $400 in 9 minutes and 59 seconds. The price goes back to $400 in 9 minutes and 57 seconds now. So if you want one, we'd love to send one your way. Maximum flex pay, free shipping and handling. We're gonna get healthier by having those wonderful drinks, the green drinks, the smoothies. We're gonna make everybody happy this summertime with some of those slushy drinks, the icy drinks. We're gonna make margaritas. We're gonna make all the fabulous adult drinks that's gonna make everybody smile. We'll do nut butters, we'll do hot soups, because we can.
Yeah, and honestly, if you are getting this and your #1 thought is a margarita this summer poolside, I am totally coming over. And also, it's a really good idea. It makes a better margarita or pina colada or frozen drink than the margarita machines that sell for $300 and $400.
I'm glad you said that.
Because those are kitschy. They're cute, they're lovely, they make one thing.
Yes.
Margaritas, they do a nice job of it. Right. This makes a better margarita or pina colada. So if you're thinking frozen drinks, and then maybe more towards the winter, you're thinking the hot soups or whatever, grab this up at this price. 7-year warranty is unheard of in something that plugs in. This actually has a smoothie button. So if you're doing the smoothies, or maybe you're trying to get healthier, or just a little bit of a weight loss program, or maybe you're doing like the protein powders, in here I have no added liquid, which I think is really special. You can see we have some grapes for sweetening it. We have an orange, but we have spinach. You could add in any of your Andrew Lessman supplements. Sure. But all you do is select smoothie. I don't have to liquefy this, meaning I don't have to water this down with orange juice or apple juice or coconut water. I don't have to add calories if I don't want to.
It can tackle it.
It can actually take solids and turn them into liquids.
Right.
It's that kind of power, and all I have to do is choose smoothie.
We want you to compare this to the other $500, $400 blenders that are out there. Not only is this, in many cases, more powerful, you said 2¼ horsepower.
2¼ horsepower, 1,400 watts.
7-year warranty. The price goes back to $400 in 8 minutes from now. You're also benefiting from the 6 flex pay. It's exciting because when you get a blender like this, you're done. You don't keep shopping for the cheap blenders every couple of years.
And that's the thing, you know, you either buy once or buy often.
Right.
And I mean, I think with blenders, you know, you're buying often, and you think that that's typical. Anything under about $100, maybe $120, is about 300 to 500 watts.
Okay.
Usually.
Right.
Maybe 600 watts if you get lucky. Plastic gears, which means they break or burn out.
Okay, good point.
All right, so this is 1,400 watts. You're only paying slightly over $100. You're getting all metal to metal gears, all metal to metal construction. But when a company gives you a 7-year warranty, they're not doing that because they think you're gonna return it and get another one and another one and another one.
Right.
When somebody gives you a 7-year warranty, they're quite certain it's going to last you 7+ years.
Well, it continues to be our best. Okay, a couple of things. You should know this. This is our best-selling blender on HSN. Across every brand, it's our best-selling blender. It's our most highly reviewed blender as well. It's a $400 blender from Dash. If you Google Dash, you'll see it's a premier brand name across America. They just gave me two nuggets of information that I want to share. White, we're down to final call, and rose gold.
Oh, those are the two prettiest.
I gotta show you
Love the rose gold.
Last call on the rose gold. It's a Dash blender this one is $410. It will be $410 again in 6 minutes and 32 seconds. It's a price break with 6 flex and free shipping. It does everything. Check it off your list because it does all the things the others do.
And look at the smoothie that you get. Yes, so you wanted the smoothie over the margarita?
Well,
we cannot be friends. What is wrong with you?
I'm saving that because I'm going to slurp that down after the show's over. Thank you, Mel.
Let me have that smoothie. Let me bypass that margarita.
Well, I've had a lot of stuff tonight.
It's okay, I understand. But you can see what's so cool about this is the color that came out of this smoothie is the exact same color as what went into it, meaning it didn't oxidize, it didn't turn brown. It happened so quickly that it wasn't able to infuse oxygen, which breaks down your smoothie, so you get a better smoothie, okay?
Gorgeous.
So if you have a blender that takes a long time to make a smoothie, like maybe 30, 45, 50 seconds, it starts to break down the nutrition. It starts to get brown and gum up.
Sure.
Not with Dash, because it's instantly emulsifies it. You get a better tasting smoothie, and you get the color that you want, which is the nutrition that you want.
It's funny, our producer Catherine said this is the one she's got. Our other producer Steve is stood right there and said he's got this, and this is a lower price than he got.
Here?
Steve, come and get it.
Come get the smoothie.
Yeah, go get it.
Come on.
He's stood there waiting for it. Price goes up to $400 now in 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Now this is a great feature.
So this one is really cool. It's one of my favorite demonstrations because if you open the manual of many blenders that maybe $100, $120 or less, they might say on the inside, do not try nut butter. And I always giggle at that because it's like they're telling you, look, don't try a nut butter because it's gonna gum up our motors and we don't want you getting mad at us and returning our product. So we've given you the warning. So that's not gonna happen with your Dash blender. I've shown you all the pre-programs, but for my nut butter, I typically use the manual setting. I'll go to 45 seconds and I'm gonna go straight to high. I probably won't even need the entire 45 seconds. The smoothie's gone.
Sorry,
I can hear him slurping it.
That was delicious.
It's very good.
I feel healthier already.
All right, now eat the margarita. Drink the margarita. All right, I'm gonna do this nut butter, but notice there's no oil added, no sodium. If you turn around the jar of a peanut butter that you buy at the grocery store, sodium, sugar,
tons
colors,
of stuff,
artificial gunk, preservatives, one ingredient. These are honey nut, peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yeah, honey nut, that's right.
Yeah.
But you could do regular, you could do almonds, you could do any nut butters.
And we're off to the races, homemade. And you know, so many nut butters can be so very expensive as well. We do it ourselves. This is what we're gonna make a nice sandwich for our kids with. Price goes back to $400 in 3 minutes and 55 seconds from now. I love a good deal. I love a good bargain. And this isn't just a blender, it's a Chef Series Smart Blender with a 7-year world-class industry-leading warranty. It will make your hot soups, it makes your nut butters, it makes your margaritas, it makes your smoothies, your green drinks, it does it all. And it looks doggone good looking on the countertop.
It's so attractive.
White, rose gold, champagne and black are the most popular in that order. We also have lime green and red available as well. That took you seconds.
So I set it for 45 seconds. I didn't even need the entire time. So if you're thinking, well, it takes a lot of time to be fresh, to be healthy, it takes about 30 seconds.
There you go.
So you all have the time. It's just you might not have had the tools, right?
Sure, good point.
So maybe you had a blender that you tried a nut butter in and you thought, well, that's not working. That's why the manufacturers make peanut butter for us, because our blenders won't do it. You just didn't have the right one, you know? And there's nothing better than one ingredient peanut butter, especially right when it comes out of the blender. It's a little bit warm.
Oh, it's perfect.
With an apple, with anything, right on a sandwich, right, you know. I mean, whatever it is, it's a health food, but the manufacturers have to put the chemicals in it to keep it shelf stable.
Well, we don't all want that, you know? And
no, we don't want that.
We're looking more than we ever have done at what we're putting into our bodies. This is all homemade, the good stuff. Price goes up in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, back to $400.
How is that?
So good.
It's so good. It's so tasty.
Gosh. Oh my goodness.
There's a reason that the Dash motto is unprocess your food.
Oh, it's
They
delicious.
want you to get the chemicals, the preservatives, the artificial colors, the garbage, the sodium, the sugar, all that stuff that makes us unhealthy, that makes us feel bad, that makes us heavier than we want to be. They want us to be able to get it out of our bodies, and you can do that easier now when you have the right tools. Most of us thought it was cost prohibitive to have the right tools.
Sure.
I'm not spending $500 on a blender. I'm just not. It's expensive, right?
And that's what we want you to compare this to. It is a $400 blender that competes with the other $400 and $500 and $600 blenders. Our price break. Why did they do this? Because our today's special, the Traeger grill, was scheduled for a full hour. It sold out 40 minutes ago. So they quickly ran and did this for us. The price goes back to $400 in just under 2 minutes. Hot soup, everybody.
It's so delicious, though. When you start tasting fresh again, it's almost like we forgot what it tasted like.
That's such a good point.
It's like we're used to the cans, and the cans have sodium and artificial colorings, and now we're reading the stuff the lining of the can is made out of, and it's freaking everybody out, as it should. We're getting to a society that I'm loving, that we're so healthy, we're so health conscious.
More conscientious about it.
Yeah, we're learning about what's in our foods and how our foods are processed, and we're making better choices. And I think that's important with Dash. And you can also go decadent. It's not like you have to eat soup and smoothies every day. I mean, we made a margarita.